what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Erica. Today we're gonna get started with the Anastasia Soft Glam Palette. We're gonna go in with this Dusty Rose shade first. I've already done my eyebrows and set my base. I used a concealer, the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and I'm just placing this on the outer corner. And I'm just building up the intensity of it. And for this look, I want to create a cat eye illusion. So I'm blowing it out on the outer corner, and I did not do my foundation yet because it's gonna get really messy on that outer corner before we clean it up and it all comes together. So here I'm just building it up and flicking it out at that outer corner. And I'm using a MAC 217 blending brush to do so. Then we're going to be taking this next shade here and we're going to place this on the lid. This is just the shimmery mauve shade. I'm going to use my finger for this. I feel like that's the best way to apply shimmer shades. I don't know if I'm alone on that one, but I always apply shimmer shades with my finger. It just puts on so much pigment without having to layer it up too much, and it melts it right into the skin. So I'm just applying that all over the lid, and I'm blending it out with a blending brush into the first shade, the same blending brush, MAC 217. Then for some extra glow, I'm going to take the shade right here and pop that with my finger just right on the center of the lid. This is a really easy 3-shade eyeshadow look. It's pretty simple to do, but it's still nice and sultry. It has some nice full tones in it. And this is the finished look when it's cleaned up with a makeup wipe on the outer corner. To moisturize my face today, I'll be using the Korres Pomegranate Moisturizer. This is really great for combo to oily skin, and it's a really nice base underneath foundation as well because it's very lightweight, and it absorbs nicely into the skin. It leaves the skin feeling really plump. For primer, I'll be using the Too Faced Sweet Peach Primer. This is just to help mattify. My skin has been kind of combo lately because of the change of weather here in Georgia. And I'll be applying that with my clean fingertips. And for foundation, I'll be using the Maybelline Superstay Foundation. This shade is a little bit off, so I'm just going to bring it down my neck a little bit just so that it can kind of make it work. I also apply my foundation with my fingertips. If you're new here, always cleanse your hands before you apply anything on your face with your fingertips, whether it be your foundation, moisturizer, or primer, just to avoid any breakouts. And I'm just doing this because it gives more opacity than when you apply it straight with a beauty sponge. And then I like to blend it out with a damp beauty sponge so that I can get the coverage that a brush gives, but the finish, the airbrush finish that a beauty sponge will give. This is the Real Techniques beauty sponge. For concealer, I'll be using the ColourPop concealer, and this is way lighter than I expected. So we're gonna just use this to highlight. We're gonna put this underneath the eye in an upside down triangle shape, and in the center of the face, bridge of the nose, center of the forehead, and a bit on the chin and the cupid's bow. Tend to blend that out on the outer corners where the eyeshadow is so I can keep that nice and sharp. I'm going to use a concealer brush and just make sure it doesn't mess up all the work that we did on the eyeshadow, even though we didn't do a lot of work, but we just don't want to mess it up to have to go in later and fix it. So we'll blend that part out first, and we'll blend the center of my face out with a brush just so we don't mess up the brows. And then the rest of the concealer I'll be blending out with the Real Techniques beauty sponge. This gives really good coverage, and it's a really good concealer. It doesn't give the coverage I necessarily like, but it's a nice medium coverage. For powder, this is the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Buff. I'll be using this underneath my eyes, setting my face with that Real Techniques sponge, and I'll be just setting the rest of my face with that as well. Just pressing that product into my skin and making sure everything is set before we go in with our bronzer. I'll be using the Milani Baked Bronze in Glow. I'm going to put that on my cheek, on my jawline, around my hairline, and just the outer perimeters of my face. And I'm going to take that a little bit into my neck as well. Now for blush, we're going to be using the MAC blush in Dusty Rose. It kind of matches this eye look, so we're going to take that on the apples of our cheeks and blend that back into our bronzer shade. And if you are unsure of how to apply blush for your face shape, for everyone applying blush and bronzer is different. You can start in the center of your cheek, directly underneath your eye, match up your brush with the center of your eye. That's where your apple of your cheek is. You can take a little bit of blush there and blend it back into your bronzer. I always forget to contour my nose. I don't know why. But I'm gonna first buff out that blush because it is a bit bold, so we're gonna just melt that into the skin. And then I'm gonna contour my nose with my Rimmel Stay Matte Bronzer in Sunlit. And I'm gonna use this flat shader brush, and I'm gonna take that, the sides of my nose and the center and the tip of my nose, and connect that. And then also on my Cupid's bow and underneath my lip, I like to contour that just to create more dimension to my lip. Then we're gonna blend that out using a precise buffing brush, just so there's no harsh lines and everything melts right into each other. Then for highlight, I'm gonna take this Fenty Kilowatt highlight, the limited edition one. I forgot the name of it, but I'll leave it down below. I'm gonna use the lighter one on my cheeks, above my brow bone, the center of my face, Cupid's bow, and the bridge of my nose. I'm gonna use this precise brush to put it on the bridge of my nose so it helps the contour, enhance the contour that we've already done. And I'm also gonna do those little marks on my Cupid's bow to kind of enhance those too. Now we're gonna finish the lower lash line using the same shade that we used, that same matte shade, the Dusty Rose shade, to match the top. It's really simple. It's literally 3 colors we've used. We're just building that up to make it nice and smoky and blending it out with a pencil brush. Then I'm gonna take this Anastasia base 1. Actually, I think it's base 2. I'm not sure. I'll leave it in the description bar down below. And I'm using that on my waterline. I love to use this one as opposed to like the Milk Makeup white one or any other white one because it just lasts a long time on the waterline. Then we're gonna add my beauty marks back on my face because they get covered up, but they always show through just a little bit. That right there's a pimple. That's not a beauty mark. If you ever want to cover a pimple, like texture from a breakout, you can make it a beauty mark. I got that from my coworker and I've been obsessed just doing that. So whenever I have extra freckles, it's pimples. And I did put on my lashes. These are the Bold Face lashes in Go Big or Go Home. I don't know why I didn't get the clip of me putting them on, but I used the House of Lashes lash glue. It's just drying up. And for mascara, I'm going in with the Tarte mascara. You can just use any mascara when you're using false lashes. I'm just kind of meshing my natural lashes into the false lash, and then I'm also using it on my lower lashes as well. Then we're just gonna clean off the foundation from my lips. We're gonna add some lip gloss. This is the Bare Minerals lip gloss I'm gonna be applying. I will have the name of the shade down below in the description bar. I'm gonna add on my little rhinestone that I always do, which I tried to show you and that was pointless. It's just from Michaels and I'm using lash glue. And then we're gonna do some setting spray. We're gonna use the Fresh Rose Water setting spray. It's a toner actually, but I like to use it to set. It's great for combo skin. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day.